Southeast Asia and the Pacific Rim has been one of the steadiest and most economically progressive regions in the planet, thanks to a solidly united economic and cultural alliance called ASEAN. And the Philippines is a mighty proud member of the bloc and is actively engaged in the group's activities, programs, and vision for the future. Hence, President Rodrigo Duterte is more than glad to come together with his head of state counterparts for yet another powwow to bond and brainstorm over outstanding issues that PTV's Daniel Manalastas sums up in this issue.
Just after the recently concluded working visit to Japan, President Rodrigo Duterte is set to fly to Thailand to attend the ASEAN Summit to be held later this week. Foreign Affairs Assistant Secretary Junifer Mahilum West says that there are 16 outcome documents that will possibly adopted by the ASEAN leaders in this summit that will further boost ties between member countries.
We also work with our partners in ASEAN in order to achieve, not to forget, regional integration, community building within ASEAN, and this is for the benefit of Filipinos and other ASEAN peoples.
President Duterte is set to have bilateral meetings, but the DFA is yet to disclose further details.
There are a couple of bilateral meetings, but I still do not want to divulge them because they're still being arranged as of the moment, but there's a couple that we are arranging.
This ASEAN Summit, the government is expecting to bolster Philippine projects such as the Build and other economic-related activities.
Regional and international developments, South China Sea will be on the agenda, and the leaders are going to exchange views on this issue. I'd like to find synergies there and complementarities. So we are linking up ASEAN through infrastructure projects, but also connectivity also pertains to people-to-people relations.
It is also expected that the leaders in ASEAN will tackle the issue on the South China Sea, wherein several countries continues to fight for their claims on the disputed island.
Regional and international developments, South China Sea will be on the agenda, and the leaders are going to exchange views on this issue.
Daniel Manalastas for The Nation.
Beyond the headlines,
it's news with a different perspective.
Before the day ends,
For events that shape our views and impacts the world around us,
we keep you up to speed.
With Richmond Cruz and Charms Espina. PTV News Headlines, your comprehensive nightly news source, only here.